we're inviting, anyone that has a curiosity, that wants to play and wants to expand in the area of consciousness and just yourself, in exploring yourself and opening possibilities in your life. And we're doing so with the invitation of Zulma, this incredible being that I've known a couple of years now. We met in Puerto Rico, and she's coming in July here to Phoenix to expand and open consciousness by creating an Access Bars class. And not just doing that, she is also going to throw in the foundation class. And so just for a moment, if we can explore Access Bars, Zulma, what is that, and what comes to you to express and to share when it comes to the beautiful practice of the Access Bars?
I will start by asking questions.
Mm.
Mm, Are certain things that are not working for you at this time?
Oof.
Many people are looking for things to start, that will support, help them for things to start working. Family situations, work situations, peace, relaxation. Oh my God. How many people are looking for better sleep?
Ah,
They are and then thinking. They goes to sleep. I have to do this tomorrow. I have to do that tomorrow. How many of you are in that situation? So when we talk about consciousness, some people doesn't palpate it, doesn't get it because that consciousness is so broad.
yes.
For me, are all those questions. Is this is for you? Is this is something that is pulling you? Come access consciousness.
Oh, I love it. And Zulma, what I'm going to add
Foundation.
to that we spoke to when we were exploring this for our Spanish speakers is just the way that it showed up in the way for both of us. And this happens to many where you really didn't even know what it was. We were invited and it was the ping, that little feeling, that you get that your body just having this like leaning in, what is this, and it's really important to listen to that because you listened to that and so did I. And here we
That's
are
true.
many years later in love with these tools, and they all started with the Access Bars.
Exactly. Exactly. I was invited. I got on the table. A 16-year-old girl was running my bars.
Oh,
I
that's
know.
beautiful.
How did I get so lucky?
Oh,
And I was going through hell. I was getting through the divorce and I was sleeping. I wasn't sleeping. I was thinking, the monkey mind,
yes.
the hamster in the wheel, thinking what I had to do, all the paperwork. And I just went to this invitation. This girl ran my bars, and I got off the table. I could breathe. I was able to breathe. You know how when you are not, your chest is tight, but
Yeah.
you don't realize that it's tight.
Yes.
And I was like,
Yes.
yeah. My shoulders were looser. I got home. I could think. I was like, I can. And I was cooking with this peas. And my neighbor said, "Oh, well, how are you?" I said, "I'm really good." And I said, "What happened?" She could tell.
Hmm.
I took this class. I
Hmm.
took this class. I said, "Oh, Marcy, two street down from here, she teaches the class. If you want to take it for the second time." And from that day on, it was peace, peace. And by the way, it doesn't happen all the time. I went to my attorney and I knew what to say on the way to draft my divorce.
Wow.
I got this, I know this person. I know what will work. But
Mm.
when you are like tight and you're thinking, you're not concentrating. And I was able to concentrate with peace,
Yeah.
awareness. So I was like, and that's consciousness, by the way. I
Yeah.
was conscious.
Yes.
And then he went within, I would say, weeks or not days. It wasn't months. Boom, it happened. So that what I'm trying to tell people right now today is like if you are in situations at work, with family, with yourself, in which you are going around and around and don't get off or out of that situation because it's like a blockage.
Yes.
This was my answer.
Yes. 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 I want to speak real quick, Zulma, to the ping that we talked about.
Mm-hmm.
Because what I'd also like to mention, for whoever needs to receive this, Zulma and I felt a ping again. And it
Again,
was to invite, all of these tools and share all of these tools here in Phoenix. There is an energy that Zulma picks up on here in Phoenix that I moved to Phoenix in 2006 and I left in 2018. And then I came back last year. So I'm not from Phoenix, but there's something about this city that just keeps pulling me back. And every time I come back, there's just it's very interesting and bear with me here, but when you think of the what we know about the story of the Phoenix, it's very much the energy that's here. It's an energy of renewal, an energy of possibility. It's an energy of just a restart, a reset. And you can sense it. You can sense it in the energy of business. There's businesses going up left and right. There's
mhm,
people being called to come and create something different in this city. And so I sense that that's a huge part of why Zulma and I, because she's out in the East Coast and she's receiving the ping out there, and
I'm
so
telling you.
as her and I have been talking, we've been like, let's do this, whether it's going to be in this next beautiful hot month of July or whether we're going to have to create even more further down the line. Or not even if, when we create more
When?
further down the line,
Take that
yes,
one.
for whomever this reaches. Just please know, like if you receive this, no matter when it is that you receive this video and these words, please reach out, and especially if you sense any kind of ping like what Zulma and I have done, because we don't question it, we just go with it.
Follow the energy.
Yes, 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 yes. So well, Zulma, to wrap up our call, I think the last thing that I think would be good for us to share in English is the foundation. So, Zulma, tell me about the foundation and what the invitation entails.
Again, questions. Questions. Um, if I asked, before sleeping, family, we talk about family, and every time I say family, something like pauses there.
Yes.
Something with family pauses there. A better relationship with your family. It's like 3 days of that. 3 days of things that are not working, that you don't know why or what is not working. You are having that time, 3 days and a half, to work with that. One of the things that I can tell you for the foundation is like I adored my mom. I still adore her. She passed away 4 years ago. I adore my mom. And there were situations with my mom in which I would go to Puerto Rico and she would say something. I would jump. I was like kind of jumpy. I would get annoyed.
Mhm.
And I said, what's going on? And I was like, I love this person. And sometimes something clicks that I jumpy.
Oh, I love
And
that.
I took a foundation. And during the foundation, we are facilitating facilitation. We're asking questions. They use the tools, and we work with the people, and we help, support them in releasing. So some of the things are questions, and I'm going to tell you some this. She said, "Okay, what's going on with when you go to Puerto Rico?" So, well, I'm going to Puerto Rico in a few days, and you know how you go, like the whole body goes. I'm going to go to Puerto Rico, and I love my mom. And but when I go to Puerto Rico, she I call her, hey, I landed. She drives and then she gets out of the car. She says, oh, she throws the keys at me and says, you drive. I got you drive. And I will be
Wow.
so much. So said, Mom, but I have been driving in Puerto Rico for the longest time. I was resisting, I was fighting it. And I will get it. No, 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 no. You drive. I will get in the car. So she said to me, what would you like? And I said, this, and that. I got in the plane. I landed to Puerto Rico. I called my mom. She picked me up. She got out of the car. She hugged me and said, how was your flight?
Wow.
And I said, it was good. It was great. And she turned around to drive. And I said, hey, mom, I'll drive. And she turned around and said, you'll drive? I said, yes, I'll drive. And I got in the, behind the wheel and I started driving. That's what I asked at foundation. Does it work always that way? Not really. But it was like a movie. Like my mom heard me while I was in Chicago while she was in Puerto Rico.
Yes.
So foundation, you let go, and I don't know what was the stickiness, what was the glue, the gum. Sometimes like then you step on a piece of gum, and then you
Mhm.
can get
Mhm.
rid of it. I don't
Mhm.
know exactly what exactly was it. If
Yes.
it was when I was a baby or so.
Yes.
So those are 3 days
Yes.
of going through that. And then later, the same day or days later, you might realize that something was released.
Yes. Yes. And the way it shows up, Zulma, from my experience, is you just suddenly have ease with it. It's there, and then it's almost like the cellular memory in your body is like, hey, didn't this used to bother us? And then there's another part of you that's like, no, not anymore.
No, it gets better and better and better. And
Mhm.
again, also, I took more foundation classes because if you are 25 years old for 24 years, 25, even before you were born, there were things that you have to work on. There were things said
Yes.
and done that they
Yes.
didn't mean to say it,
Oh,
that you
yeah.
got hurt,
Yep.
that are being released.
Yes.
And yeah, it's only the beginning. I will say foundation. Another thing with foundation, I will put it also. I was talking to my oldest. You remember the Legos?
Yes.
You put Lego pieces. So if we are made out of Legos.
I love that.
And there are things that are not working, and we can pull that little Lego that makes the Lego like the whole our body go like this, and
Yes.
then we can put it apart, take
Yes.
that little Lego, and then put it together back together. Uh, how much fun would that be?
Oh, I love that, Zulma. I think that's one of my favorite ways that foundation has been described. It really is. I love it. I love it. Well, Zulma, what I'd like to then, unless there's anything else, is there anything else that comes up for you? Okay, beautiful. I also sense an ending here, a closing, just for the call, not for the energy is just getting started. We are releasing with all of this and sending that invitation out. So with that, because this invitation energetically as it is, it's already reaching people. I mean, we haven't even posted this yet, and I can sense, based off everything we said, I can sense the people that are gonna just connect with whatever it is that came to us to be able to share that will reach them in that way of inviting them. So with that, if you feel and you sensed and you connected with this invitation that we created today, and we've been creating, that we've added to today, um, I leave you with then the invitation to ask Zulma and I questions. what are you still curious about? What did we
Mhm.
say? What reached you in the moment, whether this reaches you in the form of a reel, in the form of a YouTube short, whether you watch the entire video, whatever moment that it reached you and it just left you with more questions, please don't hesitate. Whether you want to put it in the comments, whether you want to reach out to us and DM us, whatever it needs to be. I'm going to go ahead and share my phone number. My number is 915-261-8806. Zulma, how can you be reached if people have questions and want to keep this going?
847-722-2340. 847-722-2340.
All right, beautiful. Because I can sense it. I can sense that the
Mm-hmm.
minute that you and I, phew, we put this out there, I just can sense all the questions that are coming. And the questions is what drives the class. Any of the classes that you end up choosing,
Okay.
or are curious about, that's the way that this moves and works through us. So please do not hesitate, ask the questions, reach out to us. And if you even don't have questions because everything in your body is just buzzing and saying, whatever this is, yes, 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 follow that, because that's what Zulma and I did, and we're in love with this. We keep it going.
Good
So
story.
yes, 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 yes. All right. Well, Zuma, thank you for your time today. Thank you for your friendship. Thank you for your collaboration. And may this reach whomever it needs to reach. What else is possible? How does it get better than this?